What if I told you the secret to anti-aging wasn't in a cream or a supplement, but in the one thing you do all day, every day? We're diving into a really wild idea today that you can actually turn back time, biologically speaking, with nothing more than your own breath.
So let's just cut right to the chase. This is the core question we're tackling. Is it really possible to wind back your biological clock just by changing your breathing pattern? It sounds like science fiction, but there's a fascinating debate brewing around this exact idea.
Okay, so this is where the whole argument gets framed. It's this powerful, simple split. On one side, you have chaotic breathing. Think about 20 breaths a minute, what most of us do when we're stressed. It's described as a poison, literally flooding our system with stress hormones and making our cells break down faster. But on the other side, you've got conscious breathing, slow, deep, down to just 4 breaths a minute. And that is presented as the medicine that builds resilience and kicks off cellular repair.
All right, so let's explore that first argument, the really provocative one. The idea that breathing isn't just about preventing damage, but about actively reversing the clock.
And the poster child for this argument is a case study of a man named Marcus. Now, Marcus was in a really bad way. The source material calls it a biological catastrophe, a major health crisis fueled by nonstop stress and, you guessed it, the chaotic breathing that goes with it.
And this was no small thing. The data was absolutely shocking. Marcus's cells were aging 3 times faster than a normal person's. He wasn't just getting older. His body was literally in a state of accelerated decay.
And then came the bombshell. After only 3 months of practicing this slow, deep breathing, a critical marker of his biological age, his telomeres, which are like the protective caps on our DNA, hadn't just stopped getting shorter. They had actually grown longer. I mean, this is the central pillar of the entire reversal argument.
So how is that even possible? Well, the theory hinges on this incredible enzyme called telomerase. Its whole job is to repair and rebuild those telomeres. So the implication here is huge, that slow breathing doesn't just calm you down, it actually flips a switch in your body that turns on this powerful, regenerative engine.
But hold on, because there's another way to look at all of this. Let's pivot to the second argument. This one's a bit more conservative. It suggests that what we're seeing isn't true reversal, but is actually about putting a stop to a really destructive process.
From this perspective, it all begins with this vicious feedback loop. Chronic stress makes us breathe fast and shallow. Our body, in its ancient wisdom, reads that as a constant danger signal, like we're always running from a tiger. This keeps our emergency fight-or-fright program running 24/7, and the end result is a constant state of damage and accelerated aging.
So, from this point of view, the real magic of slow breathing is that it breaks the cycle. It's the off switch for that destructive loop. It basically neutralizes the poison of chronic stress that was causing all that damage in the first place.
And this really gets to the heart of it. That miracle reversal in Marcus's telomeres, maybe it's just what happens when you stop pouring corrosive acid on something. His body wasn't boosted into some superhuman state. It was just finally allowed to stop destroying itself and get back to normal.
Okay, so we've got the exact same set of facts, but 2 completely different stories to explain them. Let's put these interpretations side by side so we can see exactly where they diverge. This chart just lays it out so clearly. You take Marcus's telomeres, the reversal argument says, see, we're actively rebuilding. The clock is going backward. The mitigation side says, not so fast. We just stopped the damage. The clock stopped. Same thing with the story of Akko, an 80-year-old who looks 50. Is she running some special regenerative program, or did she just manage to avoid the poison of modern life, showing what's possible when you just prevent the damage from happening in the first place?
But here's the thing. Whether you believe it's active reversal or just stopping destruction, both arguments lead to the exact same place. They both stand on this undeniable common ground, the absolutely extraordinary power we all have in our own breath.
And the difference is, well, it's visually staggering. On one side, you have that chaotic average breath rate, 20 breaths a minute. It's basically a state of constant low-grade crisis. On the other, you have the longevity breath rate, a calm, conscious, powerful 4 breaths a minute. The physiological chasm between these 2 states is just enormous.
So here's the key takeaway, the point that everyone agrees on. Your breath is a master switch. When you breathe slow and deep, you send a powerful signal of safety through your entire nervous system. That signal slams the brakes on inflammation. It allows your body to shift its precious resources away from crisis mode and into repair mode. Reversal or not, that effect is nothing short of transformative.
Which leaves us with one final, very personal question. If your breath is a switch that toggles between a program of decay and a program of repair, which program are you running right now in this very moment?